Nothing went wrong this month. No emergency. No sudden problem. No big mistake. You went to work. You paid your bills. You lived a normal life. And yet, when you check your bank account, the money feels gone. Not dramatically gone. Not suddenly missing. Just quietly lower than expected. If this has happened to you, you're not careless. You're not irresponsible. And you're definitely not alone. This happens to millions of people every month. And today, I want to explain why money disappears even when nothing goes wrong. Not with complicated financial words. Not with guilt. Not with extreme advice. Just calm, simple explanations that actually make sense. Here's the first thing to understand. Money rarely disappears in one big moment. It leaks. Slowly. Silently. In small, forgettable pieces. Like air leaking from a tire. You don't notice it at first. The car still moves. Everything feels fine. Until one day, you wonder why things feel harder than they should. Economists have a name for this. They call it financial friction. Financial friction is not a crisis. It's not a mistake. It's the small resistance built into modern life that quietly pulls money away over time. You don't feel it happening. And that's exactly why it works. One of the biggest sources of financial friction today is subscriptions. Music, movies, cloud storage, apps, news, fitness platforms. Each one feels tiny, almost harmless. $10 here, 15 there. Your brain labels them as too small to worry about. But economists call this aggregation bias. It means our brains are very bad at adding up small repeating costs. A large bank study found that the average household now has more than 8 active subscriptions. And most people forget about several of them completely. The money leaves automatically. No decision. No emotion. Small costs don't feel dangerous. But together, they quietly replace savings. This isn't a discipline problem. It's a visibility problem. Another quiet drain is convenience. Food delivery. Ride-sharing apps. One-click shopping. Instant services. Convenience feels like freedom. But convenience is not free. It comes with hidden layers of cost. Service fees. Delivery charges. Small price increases you barely notice. Because the cost is split into pieces. Your brain doesn't register it as spending. Behavioral economists have studied this deeply. They've shown that people spend more when spending feels painless. That's why cash feels different from cards. When you hand over cash, your brain feels the loss. When you tap a phone, your brain barely reacts. Digital payments separate payment from pain. So spending increases quietly. Now let's talk about something deeper. Income. Many people believe that if they just earned more, their money problems would disappear. But often that's not what happens. When income rises, spending usually rises with it. Not because people are greedy, but because expectations shift. A slightly nicer apartment feels reasonable. A better phone feels deserved. More comfort feels normal. Economists call this lifestyle inflation. And it's powerful. We don't compare ourselves to our past lives. We compare ourselves to people around us. And today, social media makes that comparison constant. Your reference point changes. So even when your income improves, your sense of enough stays the same. That's why raises often don't feel life-changing. Money doesn't disappear suddenly. It simply finds new places to go. There's also a problem most people never hear about. Timing. Money problems are often not about effort. They're about timing. Bills arrive every month. Relentlessly. Rent. Utilities. Insurance. Subscriptions. But income grows slowly. Raises happen once a year. If they happen at all. Savings grow gradually. Investments grow slowly. Expenses move fast. Income moves slow. Economists call this asymmetry. The system rewards urgency, and punishes patience. And modern life creates urgency everywhere. Limited time offers. Buy now, decide later. Fear of missing out. Future money gets spent before it arrives. This is not a personal failure. It's a structural mismatch. Most money doesn't go toward growth. It goes toward stability. Shelter, transportation, insurance, basic comfort. These things are necessary. But they don't build momentum. They maintain the present. Economist Hyman Minsky once warned that systems built only for stability eventually feel fragile. They feel safe until one small thing changes, and suddenly money feels tight again. There's also biology involved. Your brain evolved thousands of years ago. It understands immediate danger, immediate reward. It does not understand long-term trade-offs, compound effects, or invisible leaks. Economist Daniel Kahneman described this clearly. Humans are predictably irrational. That's not an insult. It's reality. The system works smoothly because it matches human psychology perfectly. So what actually helps? Not extreme budgeting, not punishment, not guilt, awareness. Research consistently shows that simply tracking where money goes reduces spending by 10 to 15%. Not because people try harder, but because they see. Money stops disappearing when it becomes visible again. Here's a better question then. How do I save more money? Ask this instead. Where is money leaving my life? Without adding meaning to it. That question changes everything. You don't feel restricted. You feel clear. And clarity is powerful. Nothing went wrong. That's the point. Money disappeared. Because modern life is designed that way. Unless you pay attention. But now you understand the system better. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. If this helped you understand money a little better, subscribe to Alex Explains Money. Every week we break down money, systems, and everyday economics. Simply and calmly. No hype. No fear. Just clarity. I'll see you in the next video.